Morning. Where should we go this morning? To the cave? How about here? I like this. What's up, Joe? What's up, Don? Larry, what's going on, man? Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. What's up, Brian? Gotta keep your lips moist. Just texting my dad. How is everybody? Got my Jurassic yesterday. I really like it, man. I don't know why it's not as popular. Well, I kind of do. Why it's not as popular as the other Hinderer models. I think because it's a little stubbier, maybe not like as elegant looking. I mean, I think it looks badass, but I could see why, a lot of people don't. I mean, compared to the XM18, it's just a little stubbier. And I was filming the unboxing, and I realized this is very similar to the Kaiser Roach. Look at this. Look at the handle shape. Not really the blade as much, but the handle is very similar. Almost makes me think Kaiser took some inspiration maybe from the Jurassic. The flipper is a lot snappier than my XM18. The thumb stud is really snappy. And so far I'm really liking it. Still breaking in. You know, the hollow grind is not that deep, but it is a hollow grind, and it's thinner behind the edge than any Hinderer I've ever tried. It's about 18 thousandths, which for the average knife is pretty middle of the road. You know, it's not super thick, it's not super thin either. For a Hinderer, though, that's pretty thin. And ergonomically, it's really, really comfortable. Got the little hump kind of right here. It just like sits right there in the meat of your palm. Feels very good. I'm very happy with it. The only thing is I wish the choil was bigger so that I could choke up. And I can, but I'm touching that sharpened edge. With the XM18, it's like a very nice, large, comfortable spot for that finger. Here, it's more crammed. Could I see myself maybe enlarging that, possibly, maybe. We'll see. I have not measured an XM18 hollow slicer, so I don't know if it's thinner or not. Is there a hollow slicer XM18? No, I didn't. That's cool. What's up, Steven? Steven's at Blade Show, Texas. Very cool. What's the favorite thing you bought so far? Plugga, what's up, man? Oh yeah, Roger just got a Jurassic as well. Also, it has a removable backspacer, which is really weird, and I can't figure out what it's for. Does anybody know? It's not like the Project X where it's got the spring. You do need an Allen key to release it. But it's bizarre. I can't figure out why it's there. Someone said it was a disassembly tool, but I can't figure out how it is. This doesn't have like an Allen key head on it or anything. Norseman, I like it a lot, man. I'm gonna carry it a while longer before I do the review video. I want to do more cutting with it, and I'll do a cut test video for sure. But yeah, so far I really like it. Yeah, the Project X has a disassembly tool, and it's really easy to get out because it's just spring loaded. You just like push down and it pops out. Oh, nice, man. Very cool. Favorite's the Atom. Yeah, that lizard skin texture, man, it's just fucking amazing. That's a sweet one. That one you should hang on to forever. What's up, Drewski? Oh, so they did have a Hollow Slicer 24. Cool. What's up, Pocket? CT0392. I forget what that one is. Oh, it's the Eclipse. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool because they don't make those anymore, right? And they haven't for a long time, I don't think. It's the ET version of the Eclipse. That's cool, man. Yeah, they definitely don't make them anymore, and I'm sure they're probably pretty hard to get. The only ZTs I really like are the Hinderer, the Hinderer ones. I did see that. Yeah, at least I saw a picture of it. That could be pretty fucking cool, man. I would be very tempted to try to get one of those. Yeah, it's about time they've done a frame lock. I was saying it'd be cool if they did a frame lock shadow because I'm not a crossbar lock kind of guy. I love the shadow, but I think even a liner lock version, but something other than the crossbar lock would be really cool. On the binge, right on. Sup, Chris? Favorite clip point? I don't have many clip points. It's not really my style blade shape. Probably it would be on my one of my GECs. Probably this one. This is probably my favorite clip point right here. I do think the Hinderer XM18 Bowie is pretty good looking blade shape. I actually like that one. Trying to save up for 3.5. Yeah, I still got one. Yeah. Where'd I put it? It's up here. It's really good. If you want like a heavy duty work knife, absolutely. It's the most and it's also the most compact 3.5-inch knife that I own, I think. If you just look at compared to like the XM18, which also has a 3.5-inch blade, same blade length. Look how much more compact the McNeese is. It's just like they stuff that blade in that handle somehow. I know you're not getting a good look at it, but yeah, I really have no complaints with it. It's awesome. Yeah, like the video or stream, I mean. If you need to save money for a knife, maybe you don't need it. I do not agree with that. I save up money for knives all the time. Not all of us can just go buy one. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, if you like the look of it, then yeah, you really can't go wrong. No, I haven't, but yes, I would. I haven't even really tried one. I haven't even tried one. If you have one you want to let me borrow, that would be pretty sweet. I would love that. Yeah. Yeah, they are. I mean, I guess partly because of the big choil. Um, I mean, the tip does come down pretty close to the butt of the knife. It's just something to do with like where the pivot is, you know, in relation to the rest of the blade, where it just doesn't fold into the handle quite as compactly. I did a cut test on it. Yeah, I did a cut test with it. It did really good. What's up, man? Good morning. It's been a big month for me with knives. I've bought a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be cooling it for a while. I did a big job and got a nice paycheck, and I bought some shit. uh, but yeah, I'm gonna be relaxing with it for a pretty good while after this. Um, did I show you? Yeah, you guys know I got the Umnumzaan, right? I really, really like this. I carried it yesterday for the first time, and I really like it. This is the best Chris Reeve. This is the best Chris Reeve. It's got so many like little extra cool things about it. I didn't realize till yesterday this is actually almost a sharpened clip right here on the back of the knife. It's not like a sharpened edge, but it's sharp. It comes to a really nice point. Um, yeah, this is awesome. I'll point out all the cool shit in the review if you guys don't know about it already, but it's just also a really sexy knife. This drop point version is really, really hot. Let me turn off the background for a sec so I can show it better. It's such a good looking knife. It just is. It's got the little poon at the end of the blade. Plus with this little like dip right here. I don't know, man. It just looks so good. The way the jimping of the like this kind of sticks above the scale like that. I love how that looks. Got the over travel stop with the milling on the handle, the crisscross. Man, I like it. It's smoother than any other Chris Reeve I've tried. Like it's just easier to roll out and flick. It makes such a nice thwack sound when it rolls out. It's just like, bam. Oh, you have one too? Nice. And Roger's got one. Drop point and a tonto, definitely the sexiest drop point. I would say it's one of the most sexy drop points, yeah. Also, the hardware is really cool. Like they give you 2 Allen keys, and you do need 2 on either side to get the pivot out, unfortunately. But look how deep it is. That whole tip sits inside the hardware, like it goes way down in there. That's just cool. It's super duper heavy duty. You have the hidden glass breaker tip right here. I think that's genius. You know, it's not something ugly poking out the butt. It's just right there if you need it, and it disappears with the knife's open. Genius. Absolutely genius. I don't even know. I think it's S45. Yeah, S45. Is it? I don't know if it's the glass blasted. The glass blasted has like kind of the lighter color, right, as opposed to the sand blasted. I think it's sand blasted. I think it's the darker one. When's my Zahn birthday? It is January 5th, 2023. Nice. Yeah, I think I might too. It didn't say either. It didn't say glass blasted on the card, weirdly. If it doesn't say anything, it's probably then the sand. But yeah, this thing is just badass. Also, the detent ball is huge. I've never seen such a large detent ball on a knife. It's like massive. I see why these are so sought after. It's like everything that Chris Reeve is plus more. Like it's like the Sabenza plus or something like that. You know what I mean? Also, the external stop. There's no internal stops. Usually, knives with external stops like that also act as thumb studs are the stops in the open position, but the closed position they have a regular stop pin. This does not. The thumb studs actually contact the lock bar and the frame in the closed position as well. Isn't that cool? There's no internal stop. It hits right there and right there. I think that's so cool. I don't know of any other knife that does that. Like the X-Tim18, the Jurassic, these are both external stops. But in the closed positions, they don't touch. It's got a regular stop pin back there. I just think that's awesome. It's probably sandblasted then. Okay. So yeah, the only thing is there is O-rings around the thumb studs, like on a TRM, and the knife sounds much better with them off. The lockout sound is kind of muted a little bit when you have them on, so the knife sounds a lot better when it's off. But it's way more comfortable to roll out with them on. So I don't know. I kind of wish they were just regular thumb studs that didn't need O-rings to be comfortable. That's my only nitpick, I think. The tip of the clip. Yeah, doesn't bother me. It bothers me more on my small Sabenza, I think. It pokes me more on this one. This, I mean, I kind of feel it, but I don't, it doesn't poke me. It depends on the size of your hand and, all that, I guess. I am looking at backspacers, yeah. I know Nice Guy Machine Co. makes some good ones. I am hesitant to change the clip because it just works so good. Like the way there's enough space under this, it just I don't even have to look and get it in my Carhartt pocket with that thick seam. It just bam, just slides right in. So I don't know if like a more of a milled clip would really do that as well. Um, so I don't know. I'm not as into changing the clip. I do kind of want one of those backspacers though. Not reverse flickable. Yeah, it's a little too stiff for that. Yeah, I'd probably go with discretion on that one. Something slim, deep carry clip, so it's not super visible. You know. I don't know. On their Umnumzaan? I didn't hear that. I've seen a Spyderco snap at the hole where the hole is. If that happened, they would give you a new blade, obviously. I'm sure. Not exactly sure what you mean by that. The new clips are great. Yeah, I was kind of briefly looking at those. Let's take another look. See the space underneath like the surface of the knife and the clip is smaller. I feel like this isn't going to go into my pocket as well. Still have the 2 pinch points. That's good. That's another thing I really like about the Chris Reeve clips is they have this little. They have this kind of pinch point and then this little dip right here. Also, it's like another thing that holds it in your pocket. When I ride my motorcycle, my small Sebenza is what I carry because I know this is not going to fall out of my pocket. Right on, man. Welcome to the stream. Was shipping? I can't remember. It was pretty expensive. I've actually bought a T-shirt and the studs, and it was like $80. So yeah, it must have been some shipping costs there. Let me let Flucky out here. I have a Honda Shadow 750. It's the Chris Reeve site. So yeah, injection molded clip. So it is titanium. Yeah. You can get sander glass blasted. $40 ain't bad. I might order one just to check it out. You know. How do you? Oh, I guess it fits all of them. Same clip. Yeah, I might order one. My dog's name is Floki. Yeah, the shirt is really cool. Unfortunately, they only had a medium, but it did say they were pre-washed, so I'm really hoping that it fits me. And then there's the Prince Customs Protean. I'm really liking this. The detent on this thing is insanely crispy. So good. Such a deep hollow ground. It almost feels like your fingers are touching. It's weird. I can't wait to cut test with this thing. Really comfortable too in the hand. Super comfortable. I know. Yeah, the milling is so good. It's like, it's really 3D. It's not just a pattern on a flat surface. I love it. And this is the first time I've checked out some Zerblasting. This is Zerblasted scales. So it's kind of like almost like a silvery look on this titanium. Yeah, I wish I could teleport this to you guys right now so that you could try flicking it. Did you try to flick one at the show, Steven? Did you at least, I know they were sold out, did you at least get to flick one? However, despite all the knives, all of the bangers I've recently purchased, Rosie is still my favorite. How crazy is that? It's still the best, man. It's the most comfortable. It's got the best cutting geometry. Even though this is a crispier detent, the reverse flicks better on the Rosie. I don't know how, but it just is. So good. Rosie is it's still number one, man. Undefeated. I know Steven and Dan recently got their Rosies. You guys agree? Is it the best knife? I think it's the best knife. No, they come in drops, and they will sprinkle some XLs in with the regulars. So yeah, no, you can still get the regulars. Absolutely the best knife. Hell yeah. That's weird. Maybe you got a shitty one or something. That was, well, so the two Hinderer designed ZTs are the 0562, which is the ZT's version of the XM18, and then the 0392 is their Eclipse, the ZT's Eclipse. But those are very hard to find now. You can still get an 0562. Yeah, super lightweight, very slim, easy to carry. Such a good cutter. A large, smaller than the XL. Yeah, I think the size it is right now is absolutely perfect. I wouldn't want it an 1/8 inch bigger or smaller. That's true. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, the XL is just too big. It's way too big. The Rosie is a design that is perfect at its size. Any bigger, the proportions start to feel weird. Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I'd be tempted to get one, but in reality, I'm just going to carry my folder Rosie probably, you know. I think I'd rather buy another Rosie than a fixed blade Rosie. A ZT093, 0393. What's that one? Oh wait, this is this the wait, what? This also looks like the Eclipse. Huh, interesting. Maybe there's two? Maybe this is like a Tonto one? I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. In my opinion, if you're after a Hinderer, just get a Hinderer. There are a few people that prefer the ZT versions over the Hinderer versions. I am not one of them. Um, one of the main reasons is on the 0562, it has the external stop pins, but they're too shallow and short to use as thumb studs. They are only stops. You cannot flick off of them. So you're limited to only the flipper tab on the 0562. That's a big reason. The other reason is, at least for me, when I got it, I really liked it, but it wasn't a Hinderer. Like, I wanted to look and see that horse head logo on it. You know what I mean? So if you're after that, save up and get a Hinderer. Yeah. Very similar. In fact, almost exactly the same. Later, man. Have fun. It's the Harpoon Spanto style. Okay. Grandson's dream. Oh, that's cool. Have fun. Happy to try. Oh, cool. I've never spent much time with the 3-inch Hinderer. I might have flicked one at a show once, but that's it. Yeah, if you like the Native 5 size, then you'll love the Rosie. Can afford a Protean, get away Neferis. What's the Neferis again? Oh yeah. The Neferis was a very good knife. I owned one for a little while. It was really sweet. As far as Wii knives go, that was one of my favorites. You're gonna have to squint pretty hard though, man. That really does not look anything like a Protean, but $250 for the 0393 on Amazon. That seems pretty good. Or you could just save up 200 and wait. I'm so bad at math. Save up a little more money and get a Hinderer. Let me tell you something, man. So we got this new guy at work, just out of welding school, and my boss wanted to try him out. You know, see see if he was teachable and see if he could, if I could teach him how to weld and fabricate. Let's see that, Protean. So we hired him, and you come out of welding school, you know how to how to do a bead, you know how to run a bead, and that's it. You don't know how to build anything. Um, so I start teaching him, and I'm seeing that he doesn't really understand math at all. So I'm trying to help him. We're measuring some things, and I say, all right, we're trying to find the middle of this piece. And I say, all right, man, what's half of 3? And he looks at me and he says, I don't know that one. And that's when I knew this guy was dumb. He said, I don't know that one. Like it was a multiplication fact that you had to memorize. What? What? Unbelievable. I will never forget that. It makes me laugh every time I think about it. I don't know that one. That's true. Yeah, you can find Hinderers all day for, around there on the knife swap or wherever. Yeah, he didn't know what half of 3 was. I'm sure he could have figured it out if he actually took time and wrote it down, but maybe he was kind of on the spot when I asked him. Who knows? But still, come on. I don't know how he made it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow. 21% of Americans be below 5th grade level. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know, but I can say my favorite thumb studs I've ever tried is on the Protec Integrity. This thing has the grippiest, most delicious thumb studs I've ever tried. It's insane. You just put your thumb on it and you flick. It literally grips your thumb back. It's amazing. I love these things. I wish I could get more and put them on all my knives. $20 times 2. Yeah, that's a tough one. Quite great thumb studs. Yeah, they are. Yeah. You can buy them separately? Oh, shit. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? CRK? Yeah, I do not like CRK's thumb studs. I saw someone making a post saying, I don't know why everyone's complaining about the Sebenza thumb studs. They always say it's so pokey. You just have to you're not putting your thumb on top of it, you're putting it to the side. It's like, yeah, but you still get poked by them. Like, you can't avoid that unless you flick with your thumbnail, which I don't like to do. I like to use the meat of my thumb. Let's see if we can find these Protec studs. And are you sure they're the same? They're the same ones? I'm assuming it would be on the Protec website. What? There's a Protec that makes flatbeds. That's not the one we want. What's the Protec website? What is going on here? What is going on? What the fuck? Is this the real site? Look at the URL. That doesn't seem right. Connection is not secure. I don't know about that, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look later. Or Sal, can you tell us where you buy them? Milton, how's it going, buddy? You're blocked because you live in California. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. Well, I guess we can look on here. Guess it won't hurt. Products. No products when I type in thumb stud. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're talking about the quiet carry ones. Damn it. Yeah, Protec is in California. In fact, I want to do a factory tour sometime. I know that they do that occasionally. I'm carrying the Lamia a lot too. This is a performer, but it's just not at the tier of these other knives in the same price range. Something about it just doesn't feel quite as premium. I think it's the detent. It's fine, but all the other knives up here on my like top of the line shelf right here have like really good detents, like crispy, really good flicking action, and this does not. Now I bought it used, so it could be, you know, it's not brand new, so it hasn't been like looked at by Alex, to make sure it met the standards of his quality, his quality standards, whatever that means. So there's that. And I've only ever handled this one. I've flicked one here and there, but I haven't like really compared or spent time with one. So I can't really say if they're all like this, or if it's mine, or what. Those are just my thoughts. Isn't it smooth? Yeah. Yeah, I saw that flicking some other ones as well, so I know that's a thing. The flicking action, though, just not great. Yeah, I'm sure they hear that all the fucking time. If you could have one Protec as a manual, what would it be? Oh, nice, man. That's awesome. That was a good purchase. I've always wanted a half track. Which I don't think they make those anymore either. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been on a roll. Really? You're reverse flicking your Sabenzas? I got the single-sided stud, so I can't. Buy one from Diener. You can barter with him, maybe. Oh, congratulations, bud. That is great. Did you score on the drop, or did you buy it secondhand? Did they do? If they did, I didn't know about it. I thought the full track was discontinued. Could be wrong. Yeah, first Rosie day is a big one. You have the best knife now. You have the best knife. So congratulations. You did it. You reached the pinnacle. Secondhand, right on. Nothing wrong with that. I've just seen pictures. I think it looks really cool. If you have one you want to lend me to look at, I would be very, very thankful. You know, I actually bent the lock bar on my Rosie in a little bit. You could always do that if you want it stiffer. The half track is smaller, yeah. Half track. I think the warning is the best looking one. Where is it? Half track warning. Look at that thing. Sick. They must have done a drop semi recently because it's in Magna Cut, this one. Doesn't that look cool? It's definitely their most futuristic looking knife, I would think. I just really dig that. 2.75-inch blade. Such a good size. And then the full track is 3.72 inches. Quite a bit bigger. It also has the tool. I always thought the Project X was the first one to do that, but apparently not. It's got the fuller, which is really cool, and the flipper tab. It's a very cool looking knife. What blade shape do you have on yours, Plugger? Ooh, that's sick. I like that color. Yeah, very cool knife. Mojave, very cool. Worst flipper I've experienced. Yeah, that sucks. It's slippery, right? It needs jimping on it. But one of the best flip actions I've ever seen. Well, good thing it's got 2 deployments then. I want to try one. Oh, you have the Warncliffe. Hell yeah. Sick. You got a tie, show size skill. Sweet. I'm kind of debating on that with my Jurassic. Because since the Jurassic is not as popular, you can just go get a textured scale, textured titanium scale. Usually they're sold out instantly for the XM18s and 24s. But not the Jurassic. Let's go see. Scales and hardware. Jurassic. Textured tie, baby. Now, since I do have a bronze lock side, would I go with the bronze one? Do they have a working finish? Bronze textured? Yeah, they do. Ooh, yeah, I'd probably go with that one, the battle bronze. Oh, that would look sick. I'm tempted. How much are these? How much do these weigh? Does it say? No. You know, it'll be heavier than the G10, that's for sure. But it's smaller than the XM18 already. Oh, I just don't know. I'm gonna carry it with a G10 for a while. But it's good to know that they're here if I want one. That's true. The liner is getting deleted as well. How many knives do I have? I don't know. I haven't counted in a while. I used to have more, and I've kind of thinned out the collection in the last few months. I want to thin it down even more. There's just a lot of like budget knives I don't really want, you know. Budget knives are so hard to sell, though. It's like almost not even worth it. If I were to guess, probably like 70, 65, 60, somewhere around there. All right, it's time for me to go. I got to feed the doggy. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you guys have a really good weekend. And I can't wait for the cut tests coming up next week. What are we going to start with? What do you guys think? Jurassic? Umnumzaan? Protean? Or Norseman? What do I cut test first? Zaan. I guess Zaan it is. All right, you got it. Or, I don't know. I might do the Norseman. I kind of feel in the Norseman. I'm just so excited to see how it cuts. All right. Love you guys. See you later.